All right, Shalom, Boaz here. I wanted to do a quick video talking about something that's very clear when it comes to outcomes, and definitely when it comes to, male-female relationships in society today. And that is, why is it that modern day women are not attractive to productive black men or productive men. And why do they choose lesser valued men over productive men? And particularly because, in this country, uh, black people, or so-called Hebrews are black people, and it's all about the curses. But we're at the very bottom of society when it comes to income, when it comes to the quality of the people, when it comes to uh, the structure of the black family. We can clearly see that it has been destroyed. And there's no way that you're going to build a family with weak men and weak women. Um, where am I? I'm at a job site where I just now got to finish ripping out the subfloor, and then I have to put in new subfloor, and then I'll put laminate tile all in this area. And you know what I mean? It's a pretty penny. I'm gonna have to charge him at least $800 more on top of the thousands upon thousands that I'm charging this man. But uh, getting to the point and adjust is that productive black men who work hard are not going to come home to a rebellious, argumentative, stiff necked woman. We're just not going to do it. We're not going to deal with the disrespect. We're not going to deal with the excuse making. We're not going to deal with any of that. And what they do is they actively choose a lesser man because he has no standards. He has no expectations of her because he doesn't have any standards himself. He has no goals or aspirations himself. I've seen this time and time and time again. And you can see these people months, if not years later, and they're in the same boat, not making any kind of progress, not kind of building anything because uh, they have no standards. All she has to offer is sex, and all he requires is sex. It all comes down to something very carnal and basic about the quality of these people. And this is why you see these people getting up with one another and they actively avoid productive black men because a productive black man is going to hold her accountable. And she does not want to be held accountable. We have an epidemic. And now, before it was talked about, but now it is quite clear that women don't want to be held accountable for anything. They want to do what they want to do whenever they want to do it, and they don't want to be held accountable. And when somebody comes along that holds them accountable, they're going to buck against it. And so, therefore, they're going to get with somebody that doesn't have any standards, that doesn't have a, and is going to worship them. Why? Very simple, because they have access to her body. Nothing more, nothing less. I just now saw a video, the brothers that did the trap with us, um, of this woman, the so called Hebrew woman that shot her husband in the back after 10 days of being married to him. Shot him in the back. Shot him in the back. And she turns around, and the interesting thing about it uh, is that she turns around. I mean, this is all the flooring that came out. But well, you know what she did? She turned around and she got married to another man, and that man turned around, got her pregnant, right? And now it's on GoFundMe, uh, begging for money to get her out. Now she's recently, today, I think it came out that she's been tried and convicted of murder. She shot this Hebrew man in the back after 10 days. And you know what these simps will do? She was being abused and this and the third. When all of the evidence has come out that she executed this man, then turned around, threw away the gun or sold the gun, fled to another state, sold the gun, she's been convicted. She's going to spend the rest of her life in jail. She's going to get 25, 30 years for what she's done. But this so-called man turns around and marries her and impregnates her. And now the evidence have come out that, hey, all he wanted from her was sex. That's all she had to offer him. That's all he required because, Andrew Tate did a video earlier this year. I think it was late last year, early this year. And he was talking about the fact that, listen here, never befriend a man that has a problem with developing relationships or getting with women because he's desperate. And the second he has to choose between a woman, sex, and you, he is going to choose a woman. He's going to choose sex. Why? Because he can't get and he can't attract quality women. He can't. He doesn't have the game. He doesn't have the ability. He doesn't have the charisma. He doesn't have the swag to attract women. So therefore, he's going to get whatever that he can get in terms of whatever kind of woman that he get for the basis of sex. This man married this woman knowing that this woman shot her previous husband in the back after 10 days of marriage. This is the lowest quality of people that you can ever run across because they're carnally minded. All it is about is getting laid. And he testified it. He said it to two separate brothers who got on and did a live stream talking about this very same issue. You got to understand something. These women are not looking, these caliber of women are not looking for a quality man. They're looking for a man that all they need to do is offer them a sex and they can control, manipulate, and rule over these men. And these men don't have a problem with worshiping these women because all they're interested in is sex. That's all it's about. It's all about sex. It got nothing to do with anything else. Why? Because you see these people and they become like this dude is an internet beggar. See, they can't produce anything. They can only take. So this is why, and this video is to productive men out there, because there's a lot of people that's doing these videos and that's talking about, and it's geared towards men to educate you brothers, you men out there on how these modern day Jezebels, this modern day feminism has literally destroyed the minds of these women. They're not looking for real men. They're not interested. See, they'll say with their lips, real man. But what they mean by real man is I want a real man that's going to submit to me, that I can dominate and rule over, that's going to bend to my will, and all I'm going to give him is sex. That's all she has to offer. She has no peace. She has no tranquility. She has nothing to offer these men outside of sex, and that's exactly what they want. They don't want productive black men because a productive man is going to hold them accountable and is not going to put up with their bullshit. See, I'm a hardworking man. And I gets it done and I makes it happen. They're paying me over $5,000 to do this project. You understand? So the idea is that, hey, you got to understand something. A man of my caliber is not going to go home and deal with a whole bunch of arguing, fussing, and fighting. No. I ain't doing that. I am not doing that. There ain't no way in hell. But you got these simps. They'll deal with it all day long. No, as a matter of fact, they ain't got to deal with it as long as they don't put no expectations on them. So to answer and to be clear about what's going on, they don't want productive black men. They don't want productive men because the caliber of men that we are, we're going to hold them accountable. And they don't want to be held accountable. They want to rule. And that's just the fact of the matter. Stay blessed. Stay productive. Stay encouraged to you men out there that are getting it done. Not just running your mouth, but actually showing the work and showing the increase. Shalom.